Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. Today, this is just, I'm just doing a quick remembrance video. I'm coming back from a funeral of one of my former patients. Okay, I can't say his name because when I was all in my emotions and I just wrote a goodbye post and I posted in one of the groups, a lot of people were like, that's a HIPAA violation. So I'm just going to talk about, his life. But anyway, he's of Asian descent and he's an awesome person. Okay, I believe he became my patient in 2011 or either 2010, and he was like my best friend. He was always coming into the unit, and he was very thoughtful. He gave me great advice on different things relating to the unit, and he was good at taking care of his health from what I know, because at the time I was his tech, I told him, I was like, let's make sure your access is cleaned out and running properly, because he had a big aneurysm on his arm and I was concerned about it getting bigger. And I was like, let's just make sure that's cleaned and, reduced. And, at the time I was the access champion. And so I remember him trying to get it reduced, but something happened where he couldn't. But from the time I left in 2014 up till 2018, he was doing good. I spoke to him last month, and, we kept in touch even though I left the facility. And when I got sick in 2015, he found out and he paid me a visit in the hospital when I was in NYU. And he was just such an amazing person. I'm telling you, I really, really miss him. I mean, I really miss him. I really do. It's just so crazy. I'm telling you, I told my mother today that I don't think I will ever get back in the medical field, sadly, because I just cannot handle the death. I can't. I know I gave some tips in my book on how to handle it. It's best to not cry on the floor, you know what I'm saying? If you can't go in the bathroom, and that's what I have been doing, when I was working, when I would hear about other people passing away, I would just go in the bathroom and I would really, really cry, Some people said, I'm too attached, and I try not to be too attached, I really do. I try not to be too attached, but I don't know. I really don't know. It's just when someone shares with me their dreams, their goals, what they want to do, and then they just disappear. And then especially if they have family or children, it really hurts. So anyway, my former patient, he was very, how do I say it? He gave a lot of inspiration to the books that I was writing at the time. Well, the first one, Expert Tips on Becoming a Dialysis Technician, he gave a lot of very good advice, regarding the development of that book, because I remember telling him, I said, I don't want to write this book anymore, because the first editor, she tore up that book. Like, she just crossed this out, crossed that sentence out, crossed that out. And I remember telling him, I said, look, I don't want to do this book anymore. And he was like, no, you got to do this book. Don't give up. Just look for, an editor that will work with you. And so that's what I did. And I was able to put even more better chapters in there. And I found another editor, Sharon, and she edited the book, and, it has been taken off. All right. So I I'm really going to miss him so much. I'm really going to miss him. And I'm just really going to miss him a lot. So I went to the funeral today, and it was a Chinese funeral. Like how they did it was traditional, and I really loved it. Like the respect they showed with the bowing. It was really unique. It was really unique. They didn't have any obituaries. The only thing they did give me was like a little packet. I have a picture of it. A little packet, a little red packet, and it had a candy in it. And so I'm just going to put that in my, in a special little place, and just thank God for him being in my life for the time that he was. I met with his family. They thanked me for coming. His brother also found out about his input regarding my books, and he was, happy to meet me. So all I want to say is rest in peace, friend. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. And I told my mother today, I was like, Ma, I don't think that I want to be in the healthcare field ever again. And I don't think so. I won't, because I won't be able to handle, meeting new patients and then they passing on. I just can't handle it. I can't. All right. So next year I'll be going for my master's in social work. And I think I'm going to deal with a different population, because I was like, let me see if maybe I could become a dialysis social worker. You know what I'm saying? But, when someone passes away that I'm working with, it has a really heavy impact, especially this kind of death, because he wasn't just, a patient I would just say, hi, bye. He was the type of person that, when I'm making packs, he's like, hey, Cassia, what's up? Are you finished that book? What's stopping you from finishing that book? What's going on? He's such an awesome guy. He's such an awesome guy, and I'm really going to miss him a lot. I'm really, really going to miss him a lot. So I just want to say rest in peace, friend. Rest in power. Rest in peace. I love you. I love you. And also those of you who are looking at me, if you have, if you had, a patient that impacted you, you don't have to say their name. You could just, write in the comments, yeah, you know what, I had this patient that, really changed my life for the better, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. And you all have a great day. Bye.